Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel LearnIT. Today I will be talking about creation of catalog item with the use of flow. So on today's session I will tell you how to create a catalog item, and in next session I will make a flow which will be attached to this catalog item. So let's proceed further and create our catalog item. Alright, so let's move to our catalog creation thing like maintain items. So I will type maintain items here. So as soon as I'll click here, you will see there are a lot of catalog items which is created already in the system. So we will create a new catalog item for our session. Alright, so let's click on new button here. So here we can type our name. So what we can create is like, suppose we have catalog item details like this. So catalog item name will be this, and we will be creating these variable set and variables. And then in our next session, we will create our flow, which will be attached to this catalog item. So let's proceed further and try to create the catalog item with the required details. So let's copy the name of this catalog item from here, and let's create a catalog item user group access request. So our catalog will be service catalog here, and there is a category. So category is the important part here, through which this catalog item will be categorized, right? So it can be under services part, because we are accessing a request with related to user or group. All right, so I will click on services. So now we can define any short description. So I am keeping short description and catalog item name as same. And now what I will do is like I will save this record. And you will see this catalog item is created. And now there is options, variables and variable sets, right? So as soon as we see there is a variables and variable set, so we have our set of variables and variable set here. So what we will do is like these are the common values requested for manager and location. These are the common variable which is created under any variable set, right? So I will create these three variable under a variable set, and I will add that variable set in our catalog item. So there will be like two variable set, one for this and the second variable set for this. All right, so this way you will you will learn also to create variables and a variable set, and how you want to utilize variable set in our catalog item. So all these things you can see in this session. All right, so let's try to create a variable set. So I will click on new button under variable set. So it is a single row variable set. So now I will give a title. So user details can be the title, and this can be utilized in many catalog items, not just a single one. All right, so let's click on save. And now you will see we can add a variable here. So first variable would be requested for. So I will type here requested for, and type would be reference. This will be referencing the user table. So you have to make sure whether you are selecting a correct user table. So I have selected sits underscore user, and this field will be a mandatory field. All right, so I will define an order here. So this variable is created under this variable set. And now similarly I will create two more, manager and location. This will be also referencing to the user table. This will also be a mandatory field. All right. And other field under this variable set would be location. So I will select here CMN location table. I will click on submit, click on update. Now you will see we are back to our catalog item user group access request. Now you can see we have our variable set added here with an order of 100, and now we will create other variables. So what are our other variables? So request type, user role, group name. So why we are not creating this variable under variable set? Because this is specific to this particular catalog item. That's why it's not required to create it under variable set. So variable set is created when it has to be utilized in multiple items, right? So these three details can be common in many catalog items, right? So that's why we have created these three variables under a variable set. All right, so let's try to create other variables which is specific to this catalog item. So now I will create a new variable here. So it will be mandatory as well. And we will select it type as multiple choice. Okay, so now let me save it. Okay, so let me include none here. So let me try to save now. Why it was not allowing to save? Because I have set this field as mandatory and I didn't select a none here. Now we can see there are a question choices added here. So we will add our two options here. One is like user provision and group provision. All right. So based on this, our other field will be populated or displayed, not populated. It will be displayed to the user for fulfilling the details. So now I will add, first one is like user provision and second one is like group provision. Now let's try to see how our form looks as of now. Okay, our form is not looking great. So let's see what type I have took here under requested type. Okay, so here I think we have to take a select box. Where is it? Yeah. So now as soon as I will select user provision, group provision and none as well. Alright, so now let's proceed to our catalog item and create other variables too. So now let's try to create a user role and group name. User role. So this will be single line text and this mandatory will be set based on the value selection. So I will select value as 300. So this is the order for this variable and I will create one more variable. What was that? That was related to group name. So group name I can reference, and as well as I can uh, add it as a simple string field. So you can keep it both ways. So just I am selecting a group table just for better understanding. This order will be 400. And now let's try to see our form, how it looks. Yeah. So these are the variables, and one more variable is left, that is business justification, that will come under variable set. Yeah. So now let's go to our variable set, click on new, single row variable set. Business justification set. We will add it as 500. Yeah. And I will open this variable set, add the variable here, that would be mandatory, order will be 100. And now you will see business justification is added, but its type can be multi-line text. Okay. So now if we try to open this form, you will see how it looks like. And now what we will do is, like, we will write a validation on those two fields. So let's go to our catalog item again. We will write a UI policy. So you can see I have added a condition here when user provision is selected, when requested type is user provision. And now I will add a catalog AI policy action here. So here user provision field will be there, user role, this will be true, mandatory true and visible true, and submit it. And similar way we can write other one is like for group provision. So we will add other catalog UI policy. I will do insert and stay. So what insert and stay will do is, like, it will create a new catalog UI policy with the updated details, and we can add our catalog UI policy action here. So now this variable group name would be mandatory and visible true. Alright, so let's proceed to our catalog item. And now you can see other two fields are hidden. Currently requested for is empty, so let me select any user. Manager is empty, let me select any manager. And now you will see this request type user provision. I will select user provision, so it will display user role field to add the details. And if you select the group name here, so it will allow you to select a group name, so which group you have to be part of. So this is the way how you can create a catalog item. And currently I will show you this catalog item doesn't have any flow right now, so we will create a flow in the next session. All right, and we will see like first level approval, second level approval, how it is created and generated, and how flow works with the catalog item. All right, so yeah, so that's all for today's session. So if you are new to the channel, please like, share and subscribe to the channel LearnIT.